Gladiator Beast. We have Amazement Dragoon. What an interesting concept. Time Thief, and so much other cool stuff. Let's dig on into this shop. Make sure you guys subscribe so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. The first list we have here is Raymond Harrington's top 4 for Gladiator Beast. And you guys know that every time we see this deck get the chance to do well, it's always interesting. So, Gladiator Beast. So we have 2 copies of Alpha, the Master of Beasts. Triple copies of Asher Blossom and Joy Spring. 1 copy of Storm Winds. 1 Autorix, 2 copies of Augustus, 1 copy of Bestiary, 1 Darius, 1 Equest, 1 Vesparius, triple Gamma, triple copies of everybody's favorite Rescue Rabbit, triple Test Tiger, triple copies of Ondel with 1 driver. Spells here we have 1 Call by the Grave, triple copies of Gladiator Beast Comeback, triple copies of Proving Ground, triple copies of Gladiator Rejection, 1 Monster Reborn, triple copies of Unexpected Die, and 1 copy of the World Legacy Succession. And then we have 2 copies of Little Test Panther, 1 copy of the Smorg Bird of Sovereignty, 1 Link Spider, 1 Unicorn with 1 Phoenix, 1 Apollosa, 1 Access Code, 2 copies of Tamer Editor, 1 Heraclinos, 1 Geysaris, 1 Esadari, and 2 copies of Domitarius. And then we have triple copies of Lancia, triple copies of Dark World No More, 1 Dimensional Fissure, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, triple copies of Lightning Storm, triple copies of Ice Dragon's Prison, and 1 copy of Macrocosmo. Wrapping up, well, quite an interesting little take on Gladiator Beast. Nothing else too crazy to say about this, other than the fact of Raymond's been playing this deck for a little while. I always see constant success from this duelist, so it is always a pleasure to get the chance to see what we're coming up with for this. So, next up here, we also have, this is the Amazement Administrator Dragoon list that actually Frank Nye, aka Bao, has been playing for locals. He actually ended up going 4-0 at his locals, playing this last week with no side deck. So the amount of skill that this man has is hilarious. So we have triple copies of Arclino. We have triple copies of Comica. 1 copy of Red Eyes Wyvern. 1 Dark Magician. And 1 Red Eyes. Then we have triple copies of I Want to Search My Deck for whatever piece I need. Triple copies of Extrav. Triple copies of Red Eyes Fusion. And triple copies of the old Red Eyes Insight. And then we have triple copies of Cyclo Coaster, triple copies of Horror House, triple copies of Rapid Racing, and then we have triple copies of Demonica Punishment, triple copies of Infinite Permanence, and we have 1 Red Eye Spirit. Target Red Eyes monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Interesting that we're actually opting to play this, but I kind of understand some of the theory behind this. Getting that real revive is pretty good. Triple copies of Solemn Reich. Then we have triple copies of Verti Anaconda, 1 Lina, 1 copy of Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Ultimate Falcon, 1 Wind Pegasus, 1 Omega, triple copies of the Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, 1 Skull Knight, and triple copies of Elder Entity Intis, aka we want to punish our opponent for doing Dogmatica stuff against us. So that wraps up Frank Nye's list tonight. I will say, for the most part here, getting the chance to see like a more fleshed out version of this deck, actually getting the chance to do something is very nice. If you want a kind of a fun deck, I know Dragoon's not, the most fun card in the world here, but it does allow for some of those other cool, crazy plays that you kind of see, and gives you a little bit more diversity for the format. So that's a good thing. Next up here, we have Time Thief. This made top 8. It was out of one of Akano's events, actually. So, Time Thief. We never really get the chance to see this deck operate and do well. So, anytime I get a chance to see Time Thief perform, it's always really nice. So, we have 2 copies of Curtain Riser, triple copies of Artifact Lancia, triple copies of Asher Blossom and Joy Spring, triple copies of Mothman, 2 Kage Tokage, 1 Raider's Wings, 1 Singing Lanius, 2 copies of Strange Lanius, 1 copy of Silent Boots, 2 copies of Time Thief Adjuster, 2 copies of the Bezel Ship, 1 copy of the Chrono Coder, triple copies of Time Thief Regulator, and triple copies of Time Thief Winder. Spells here we have triple Lure Darkness, 1 Called by the Grave, 1 Instant Fusion, 1 Soul Shave Force, with 1 Startup, Then we have 1 copy of Fogblade, 1 Knight's Claw, 2 copies of Shade Brigade, 2 copies of Flyback, and 1 Retrograde. Extract here, we have 1 Rusty Bardiche, 1 Weistrix, 1 Megaclops, 1 Tornado Dragon, 2 Time Thief Redoer, 1 Perpetua, 2 copies of Force Strix, 1 Raiders Knight, 1 Zeus, 1 copy of Cyber Infinity, 1 Arc Rebellion, with 1 Abyss Dweller and 1 Mud Dragon. Then we have triple copies of Godarla, 2 Nibiru, triple copies of Cosmic Cyclone, 1 Feather Duster, 1 Crackdown, 1 Pre-Order, triple copies of Lost Wind, and 1 copy of Red Reboot. Wrapping up, another interesting take here. It's always good to see Time Thief doing anything. Next up here, we have Adamantipator. So this was Darth Trader's second place list on record here. I'm actually pretty sure it was first place, but my notes say second. So, Rock Power. So we have triple copies of Adamantipator Analyzer, triple copies of Adamantipator Researcher, triple copies of Adamantipator Seeker, triple copies of Ash Blossom, Enjoy Spring, 2 copies of Doki Doki, triple copies of Quackimera Guardian, triple copies of Quackimera Supplier, 2 copies of Parallel Exceed with 1 Dropsies, and triple copies of the Roxys. We've seen this engine before and it does very good. Triple copies of Gamma with 1 copy of Revival Golem, 1 copy of the Rock Band actually, 1 Driver, triple copies of Adamantipator Signs, 1 Emergency Teleport, 2 copies of Rupture, and 1 Monster Reborn, with 1 copy of Shade Brigade for free extenders. And next check, we have 1 Almirage, 1 Lambda, 1 copy Meow Meow Mew, 1 Doodle Doop Doop, 1 Unicorn, 1 Hulk, 1 Apo, 1 Access Code, 1 Gallant Granite, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Herald, 1 Crystal Wing, 1 Borreled Savage, 1 Repite, and 1 Dragite. Side deck here we have 1 Pankratops, 2 copies of Droll, 2 Nibiru, triple copies of Dark Willow No More, 1 Harvey's Feather Duster, 2 Talents, triple copies of Twin Twisters, and 1 Red Reboot. Wrapping up another interesting showcase here for a relatively interesting concept. Next up, we have a second place Paleozoic list for you. Just kidding. So this is actually the OTK that we've talked about long ago, and this actually managed to get second place out of its locals. So you guys love some Cyberstein OTK shenanigans, right? Yeah, me too. So we have 1 copy of Armageddon Knight, triple copies of Butter Spy, 1 copy of the WinCon. We have 1 Dark Grepher, triple copies of Neospace Connector, 1 copy Aqua Dolphin, triple copies of Thrasher, 1 copy of Ancient Cloak, 2 copies of Silent Boots, triple copies of Torn Scales, 1 copy of Spheres, with triple copies of Fortia, triple copies of Galactos. Then we have 1 Call by the Grave, triple copies of DD Designator, 1 copy of DDR, 1 Phoenix Blade, 1 Double or Nothing triple exchange, 1 Foolish Barrel, 1 Instant Fusion, 1 Fossil Dig, or 1 Fossil, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 copy Moon Mirror Shield, 1 Rhoda, 1 Charging Cell, 1 Terraforming, triple Warrock Mountain, 1 Fogblade, and triple Shade Brigade. Down here in the next track we have 1 Rusty Tin Can, 1 Reprod, 1 Isolde, 1 Hulk, 1 Barricade Borg, 1 Apo, 1 Dugaris, Utopia Double Utopia, and then we have Theseus Carbonala, triple copies of the Blazing Phoenix, and 1 Howitzer. Side deck here, we have 2 Cosmic, triple Dark Ruler, 1 Feather Duster, triple Lightning Storm, triple Mystic Mine, and triple copies of Evenly Matched, wrapping this up. And the last list we have for you guys here, this was Riley's list. He went and played Exodia Mystic Mine for locals. And let's just get an F in the comment section for all the duelists that fell to this first place victory. So we have all 5 pieces of the Forbidden One. We have triple copies of Demise of the Land, 2 copies of Draw of Fate, triple copies of Field Barrier, triple copies of Goddess Scold's Oracle, 2 copies of Ledger of the Ledgerman, triple copies of Mystic Mine, 1 Day of Peace, triple Pot of Duality, 1 Terraforming, 1 Upstart, triple copies of Wave of Motion Cannon, triple copies of Dark Bribe, 1 Metaverse, triple copies of Reckless Greed, 2 copies of Solemn Judgment, and 1 copy of the fabled Solemn Reich. Wrapping up this chunk of very interesting deck profiles for everybody. So what do you guys think about all of the insanity that players are messing around with this week? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Smash it up with a crap out subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. And I will see your beautiful faces back here later on the day with some more cool, awesome content. Have a good rest of your day, guys. Peace out. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for
Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.